Here we go, here we go. Black 80! 12, fellas, here we go. Give me that. Give me that.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's trash. 65, 65.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go one more. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Tannehill, and that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Check it.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want to...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Niners take over. Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Titans 7, 49ers 0.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check right, check right. Wide, get wide. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 31, check 31. Check, check.
White.
Check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
White.
Slam.
Hey, gun. Stand high.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Defense.
21.
Here we go.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Two.
Here I come.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike, here we go. 13. 13. Here we go. 6. Come.
Tight dog.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
65.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
21. Hey, alert.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Like 20!
Watch 54, watch 54. Go. Go!
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 26.
Now Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Send over. Christian, travel.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
64, weak.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 30 base. 6-6. Pull it high. You get track. Hey, wahoo.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. As the first half is winding down, and the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go, here we go,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think that
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Lock. 12.
Garoppolo now. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Here we go.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert. Go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let him know.
Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it again with Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive,
They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Hey, what's the ball? Shit. Let's go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Hey. Ready?
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill got a man. It's Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I will take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Henry. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over.